Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Galahad and welcome back to the Minecraft series. This is episode 2 and I wanted to kind of fill you in on the way I think I'm going to be doing this. So, for the most part, I'm going to be skipping through the usual stuff of like getting set up with armor and gear and stuff. I want to focus more on the projects that I want to be working on. And predominantly, like we mentioned in the last episode with Will, it's things like the Dwarven Underground Kingdom we're wanting to build, other little bits and bobs, any projects that come up from there onwards. So I went out and I got myself some basic diamond tools, like you can see here. I've done a little bit of work around the base. So we've got an enchanter, sugarcane, we've got some bamboo growing, a little farm over there with the cows for leather. I built an AFK fish farm. Now I hate AFK fishing. I think it's kind of cheaty, but it's effective. I wanted to get set up fast, get it over and done with, and then I could just focus on the building. I'm not entirely set up because I was a bit of an idiot. So I had my diamond tools. I had a silk touch efficiency 4 mending pickaxe, and then I went and fell in lava, so I died. Lost all the diamond tools, so I had to start again. This is what I've got so far. Mending efficiency 5 on breaking 3, but there's no silk touch, so I'm holding out for that. I've got a fortune 3 pickaxe here with no mending. My sword's alright, but again, I need mending, and I also need to get some armor. Now you can tell from my inventory, scaffolding blocks and stuff. I did a little bit of digging on the tunnel that we started in the last episode, but I went away and hired some construction workers. So I went off and decided to go find some construction workers. So you can see they've been hard at work. You know, they're lifting out all the stone and diorite and whatnot from these holes here, trying to reorganize the area. It's warning: construction in progress. Safety gear must be worn, says the foreman. So I'm gonna grab the little safety gear here. Make sure I put that on. So I'm actually all got my hard hat on, all ready to go. So yeah, they went down. We dug down to the level that we'd kind of arranged. I got myself set up with a couple of little bits and bobs here, just some furnaces, and I started clearing out some space. This is going to be infinitely bigger. I'm going to push this around. I'm going to expand it out. A good oh dear, a good 50 blocks. Kind of diameter of the rooms. It's going to be like kind of 25 that way, 25 that way, although it's on a 2-block center, I think. So it's going to be more 26 that way and 25 that way, but it's fine. Yeah, so we're going to expand the room out massively so we can kind of get a start on what we wanted to do. So this area that I'm clearing out now, I think is going to be for the storage system. So I'm going to build a automatic storage system in here. There are 2 designs that I can work with that I know by heart. One design was made by Tango Tech, which is where the chests are filtered. So if any of you know, it's like the storage works with dropper elevators and hoppers, and then it filters the chests like so, and then you just dump everything to a chest and it goes into its right place. The other system, I think it was an Il Mango system. I don't remember, where you use item filters in the hoppers at the back and just have one chest for each item type. Based on the size of the second option, I think that's the one I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for the larger sorting system. So that's the idea that's going to go in there. Further down, I think... Now, I'm not sure how I want to do this. So I went on a bit of adventure when I went to get that bamboo from the jungle over there. I went on a bit of adventure, and I actually also found a village. Now, upon finding the village, I accidentally started a raid, so that was an exciting thing to finish. I did die in that, so I've had 2 deaths on the server so far. I wasn't recording at the time like an idiot because I just started panicking and fighting things and didn't actually start recording. But I did manage to get myself this guy, Villager. So he's going to be kind of the starting point. I'm going to get him changed up into a farmer, build one of the farms, and set up the villager breeder somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where yet. And once they start breeding, I'll start sorting them out and make a villager trading hall so that I can get the mending, the silk touch, and everything back much easier should I die again. I'll probably actually set up like an armor dispensary or something, just so things are a bit easier for me to restart, because I have a bad habit of dying. So what I'm gonna do first and foremost, I'm gonna find, I've got some leather and sticks here. I'm going to make a item frame. I'm going to grab a bucket. I'm going to empty my blooming inventory because there's just so much stuff in here. It's all scaffolding because I'm just messing about making construction stuff. Put all this in here. Oh no, I'm still wearing the hard hat. Give my torches back. And what we're going to do, we're going to go down with the bucket, grab some lava, and we're going to start documenting the events that take place in the game, just kind of as a mementos, shall we say. It's quite a... No, thank you. It's quite a common thing obviously in Minecraft to make mementos in survival worlds. Just sort of things. Some people, like, the very first block that they break, they'll keep it and they'll put it on the wall, and you know, that's the first block broken, the first diamond that they found. Me is going to be just any kind of events. That was a big hole. Any kind of event that happens which I find fun, like my first death, which was an absolutely stupid death. Just things like that. So we're gonna head down. I've got my bucket. I may or may not have left the bucket behind. Okay, so I've got my bucket now. I can be quite a forgetful guy. Sometimes you'll find me quite frequently. I'll start a project and I'll be like, right, I know I need this, this, and this, and then I'll forget to pick all those things up, and end up just running around like an absolute numpty. So, grab some lava, and we're going to do this throughout the series, however long the series may last for. I'm going to pick up mementos, make memories, those sort of things, funny things that happen. I might actually do 2 of these because I died during the pillager raid as well. XP for the mending, please. Thanks. I died during the villager raid as well, so I did get a villager head, so I might stick pillager head, sorry. So I might stick that on a item frame as well. So there we are. I have the item frame here and here, and this is my Galahad's first death. There is a zombie coming to say hi. Go away. And Galahad's second death, raiders, because I died. No, let's close it again. I died twice in a row. Pretty much anyway. I'm actually going to move these up. Because, admittedly, this isn't where these are going to be staying permanently, but I'll admit, this is probably going to get filled up quite quickly. So, here's what's going to happen now. I am going to clear out some of this area. I'm going to get started digging this out, and I will be right back. So this is just a quick time-lapse chat. You're not even going to see the entire digging experience here, but I just wanted to quickly tell you what it is I'm planning on doing at this moment. So currently, this is Future Josh editing this video. What I'm doing, I have 4 or 5 episodes stockpiled, and I'm planning on getting all of them edited and uploaded pretty quick succession. The reason for this is I've changed the way I'm wanting to record this. I'm wanting to record it clip by clip and edit it as I do those clips. So my intention here is to get all these out, and then you'll start getting them more regularly and more recently from when I've actually recorded them. As you can hear probably right now, I have got a new microphone, so hold out hope and things will get better. Alright, so here we are. We have a 25 by 25, no, it's 26 by 26, sorry. A 26 by 26 room, all carved out. Now, I am thinking, actually, I might... So I want the top floor to be... I want kind of this space, more or less, to be storage. So the automated storage system. But what I might do is do the storage to a point, and then go down a few layers, and then keep going along, and kind of tier the storage system down, towards wherever the main hall is going to be. I'm not sure. It's kind of up in the air right now. I could also just do multiple rows of the storage system over the left and right 2 walls. So what I'm doing currently, I'm actually pushing this staircase, extending the whole room across a layer so I can make it a 1-block center, because as everybody in Minecraft knows, 2-block centers suck. 1-block centers are better. Also, in other news, I actually finally managed to get the levels I needed to get the silk touch. So now
We have Mr. Delicate, which is an efficiency 5 on breaking 3 mending silk touch pickaxe. If I lose this, I will just uninstall Minecraft. That'll be the end of it. So currently, yeah, I'm in the process of pushing this, extending this corridor and pushing this back a bit. The door needing redesign doesn't matter too much because that was only a temporary structure anyway. We were supposed to be joined by Mr. Gaming Made Smooth, Josh. Mr. Gaming Made Peaceful tonight, but he's actually having internet trouble. So if he, because currently my time it is 9:45 at night. If he jumps online, it'd probably only be for half an hour or so, but it's enough to kind of for me to catch him up on what's happening, what I've done so far, what else there is to be done. Gaming Made Peaceful and I were working together through the series, so it's not a one-man job. That looks so lopsided. It's not a one-man job. It's not like I'm just doing my own thing and every now and then we get together. This is our project we're going to work together on because of the fact that we're both trying to use this series to force ourselves to build in ways we don't normally build and to do other stuff like that. Because in case you haven't noticed, right? Because first and foremost, that is completely out of scale, that crane. That needs to be a block or two further out to the right so that it actually looks like it's counterbalancing, so that scale's all messed up. I am not a builder. Not really. Like, I know how to make the idea work in my head, and sometimes it comes out okay. The last server I was a part of before I came back to YouTube, I did this on Twitch. I had an underwater ocean base using conduits and such, and I created this huge square sort of prismarine, dark prismarine quartz kind of mix structure, and there was huge tunnels going in every direction that were like glass roofed and stuff. If I can find a picture, I'll throw it up on screen.
Enter the rather large jump cut because I blabbed on like this for a further 10 minutes.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just saw some iron aside picking it up, and now I've got coal. There's lava down here, isn't there? Yeah, it's cool. Ooh, this is the whole thing. Oh, that's a lot of skeletons. Oh, that's a skeleton spawner. Ooh, that changes things a wee bit. Right, I don't need blocks particularly. Right, I'm gonna block that off for the time being because I'm gonna want to make use out of that. I want to make a bone farm. Also use it, I guess, as an arrow farm. So that's gonna come in handy. I had no idea that was down here. Can I get to this? Yes, I can. So yeah. Ugh, get out of the fire, you numpty. I have no form of armor, no fire resistance, nothing. I'm gonna die now, aren't I? Back to the point at hand, there are, as you may have noticed, there are tunnels under here and under there, also over there, that I kind of want to, for the most part, I actually want to fill them in. I want to plug them in. I've got tons and tons of stone, so I'm going to take some time and fill those in. I don't necessarily need to, but in the scale of the future, structuring it out and mining down and everything, it'd be easier to just to be able to terraform it to my own desires rather than hitting tons of caves like this that start to get in my way. Okay, so this should be the last few blocks going in now. Tell you that was awfully tedious. There was at one point I actually just found the cave went on for absolute miles, so I just kind of filled in the hole a wee bit and then covered it up. I'm not covering this one up because I'm gonna want to make use out of that spawner. Why does this feel funny? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why is that 10? Oh, because I pushed this wall left. I need to push this wall left as well. Okay, let me do that real quick, because otherwise it's going to drive me insane, and then we'll crack on with figuring out what I'm going to do with this storage system. Okay, so I've pushed that wall back, so now it's 27 across, and I realised I had to push that back wall back one block as well, so it's now 27 by 27 room. I kind of don't like it being quite so square, not for what I have in mind. So what I might do, after all, is change it again. In the meantime, I think could be worthwhile grabbing some redstone equipment together and actually getting started. Now, what bugs me is because Will's not here. I've not really got it in me. Actually, no, scrap that. The redstone storage may have to wait a lot longer. It may be in my best interest to go mining and collect as many diamonds as I can so that we can kit ourselves out better. We can go take on the end dragon and we can get shulkers, because shulkers are going to just be an absolute godsend at this point. Plus it means I can have an automated storage that'll refill a redstone shulker box, which is one of my favorite things to do. We've got some redstone materials and we've got a little bit of diamonds, but we're going to need more. I've got plenty of quartz because I was using the nether for XP. Plenty of quartz to make repeaters and observers. But bugging me, can you please wait to your numerical? Thank you. I think going to the mines is going to be my best bet. So time is it? 10:15. I'm going to go and do a 1 hour mining session and just see what we can get out of it. And there we have it. We actually didn't do too bad. So I used my soul touch, was all in ore form, but 7 lapis, 26 gold. I think there was a couple stacks of iron, a couple stacks there. 4 stacks of coal, a little bit extra, a couple stacks of redstone, and most importantly, 25 diamond ore. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this all built up, tear it down with the Fortune 3, and then see where we get from there. And that'll be the real test to see how well we did tonight. Well, that is not too shabby for just a little quick hour. I did notice we didn't get any emeralds. Considering the biome we're in, I figured we'd get some emeralds, but we also got a good chunk of iron. I believe there's still some iron and some gold running through the furnaces. There's the gold. Yeah, so we also got a few stacks of iron and a little bit of gold as well. But no, I am happy with that. That's going to do us for a while. Plenty of redstone to keep us going. Plenty of fuel to keep the furnaces running. Alright. So yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll leave myself AFK, not overnight this time. Probably just for a few hours. While I'm having a sit down, having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and whatnot, wind myself down for the night. And then I'll, just before I turn everything off, I will see if we got anything good at the AFK session. But yeah, for now, let's go AFK, and all will be well with the world. Here we are. So the storage system is currently running. There is a lot of crap in this chest. I'm just kind of bringing everything that was up top and just dumping it in these chests. We've got the basics: cobblestone, stone, smooth stone, andesite, granite, diorite, and dirt. At the moment, gravel's in that chest too. That'll end up here. So for those of you who don't know, this is the sorter. It is very, very straightforward. Now ignore the floor because it looks a bit weird, but basically it's just block, repeater, block, torch, 3 blocks on top with redstone dust on all of them, and a parrot coming out of the hopper. So you get, I've used 2 chests. Typically in smaller systems you just have a top line, so it's just a hopper going in and a hopper going into empty space, and this hopper is your item filter. You get some blocks and rename them, put them in there like so, and you get filter. The way it works is when you dump stuff into the chest, they'll go along and find the first available space. So this first one is cobblestone, and the filter. The comparator takes the output from this hopper, being a total of, what's that, 45 items? 2, 3, 4, 45 items. 45 items doesn't output enough signal strength to reach this bottom item, this bottom redstone. But as soon as you put one more piece of cobblestone in there, it will hit this redstone, which will trigger the repeater to unlock this hopper, which will allow the cobblestone to drop through the system. And doing so will allow the item to fall into the system. And because there's always 41 in each of them, it means that only that item can go into this chest. So this chest will always be cobblestone. The only way it gets broken is if I accidentally chuck more of these filter blocks in, and that will end up breaking the system. But for now, we're doing okay. You can see here that the dirt is coming along this hopper line. It goes, oh, I can fit in here, and it throws itself in. The second it does, you see this is getting powered and unpowered repeatedly. and which is causing, if I can squat down and have a look, see that repeater there to power and unpower this block. But it's obviously it's doing it fast enough that it's basically just unpowered, which unlocks the hopper and allows the dirt to flow through. So that's the system I'm using. I'll show you a little bit more later on how it's built, but it is just the simplest storage design.
Now, working on the delivery system for the REDSTONE input chest took me an embarrassingly long time, so I kind of skipped through here just to the end result.
So yeah, that's my really terrible basic thing, and it's an absolute hideous mess. Probably have an extra step in here which I don't really need. I put everything I wanted to put here instead. Let's see how this goes. So I don't even know what. There's some granite, so let's go check it out. Alright, excellent. Well, it is working.
And so, with that, eventually Will turned up and we decided we needed a beacon. So we decided to go to the Nether and hunt for wither skeleton skulls. And you know what we found? Absolutely nothing.
Oh, I heard that.
I see him. Hello, Mr. Gas. Ah!
One wither skeleton skull hunting failure later, Will and I decided, you know what? Enderman might be a good idea. Let's get some ender pearls.
Will and I are going to head south, and we're going to keep going, and we're just going to hunt for Enderman, find some mine shafts maybe if we're lucky, that sort of stuff, and just see what we can adventure. If we find a mesa biome, that'd be great, because mine shafts and gold appear really frequently in mesa biome. Well,
farm pa.
essentially, that was a completely uneventful and
Yeah, we found
fortuitous, non-fortuitous adventure, because we did not get any Enderman, which we were after.
On the next episode, we go south. No, we went south. We go east.
All right, so that's Will away, and unfortunately we didn't really find anything that we were looking for. But I mean, you can't have everything. So the plan of action is quite simple. We need to find more ender pearls so that we can go to the end, actually get the ender dragon dealt with predominantly. That's really the way it is. So I think that is going to be it for this episode. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do a little bit of work, probably sorting out this little XP grinder down here with the skeletons, turn into a bit of a bone/arrow farm as well. And hopefully that will work out quite well. But until then, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you really liked it, then by all means, feel free to subscribe. That's a GG from me, and I will see all you guys next time. Bye-bye.